You are listening to WorldSalsaRadio.com.
All right, welcome back. Welcome back, damas y caballeros. We're here to the Denver Salsa and Bachata Festival 2023. My name is Felipe Martinez, EldelaClaveSF, and I'm here with Orlando Felix, DJ BoriQua, and DJ Corwin. What's up?
What's up, baby? Hey, all is good in the hood up in the Mile High City. We got two of the finest people on this planet in front of us today, ladies and gentlemen. And
finest.
also, besides the finest dancers they are, they're fine and wonderful human beings.
What?
And whatnot have you.
That's a rumor.
Hey, I hung out with them both together and separately. They're wonderful, especially Tanya, because she was in my hometown in New Orleans a month ago. So we kicked it together, so it was good times.
Bienvenido, Jorge, Ataca
What's up?
y la Alemana.
Estamos
Yeah.
Eso así.
Willkommen.
That's
We
what's
here,
up.
we here, we
Yeah,
live.
Bitte schön.
Are we live? Are we live?
La única morena alemana y el único boricua con acento dominicano.
Es que tú sabes, es que ando con todos los dominicanos.
¿Qué lo que dice?
Ay, Dios mío. Bueno, bienvenido, mi gente, a World Salsa Radio. Gracias por darnos 5 minutos de su tiempo. Nosotros aquí orgullosos de tenerlo. Super proud to have you guys sit down with us here at World Salsa Radio. Really love it. It took us to get to Denver to cross paths with you guys.
Yes.
You guys are legends in the bachata scene. I could say that because I saw your beginnings, and now where you guys are at is in another level.
Same
and
here. I've seen them
much
as well.
respect and
Yeah.
love for you guys.
Thank you guys very much. We appreciate that.
All right, so I'm going to start with the questions
Go ahead, baby.
because since I know the answers, I'm going to ask them anyway.
Do it.
So everybody there in Bachata land knows these guys are salseros first at heart. We got to say that.
Oh,
We
but
gotta
they
say
still
that.
dance in salsa.
They still
do
dance.
salsa.
They still dance. They still
We
get
still-
their groove
we
on
still
the
get
salsa.
down. We
They
still
get
get down.
Yeah.
That was their first steps. And third and fifth and sixth and seventh and 10th steps. Then they went into bachata. I like to clear that up for you bachata guys listening out there. Pero mira, ¿cómo empezó todo, Jorge? I got Alemana's version in San Francisco last year, so I want to hear your version. How did it all start for you going from Tampa, Florida as a pro-am, if you will, salsa dancer, and then to what you became and Island Touch, all that? How did that grow? How was it born?
For sure. So I think, because we get this question a lot, and I want to always make sure I take it in the right direction, right? I don't feel that myself and Tanya went from salsa to bachata. I feel like we took both at the same
Boom.
So we started with salsa, yes.
Yeah.
We adopted bachata into it, and both obviously paths were going. The bachata one was a little bit faster and quicker, but we were always carrying the salsa path with us. So we definitely wanted to make sure that we never stopped salsa. We always trained. We're very blessed to have trained with some of the best salsa dancers in the world. So that's why it was very important for our company to grow in bachata, but never lose the essence of salsa. So that was the first thing. So yeah, we started in Tampa, Florida. I started with a dance company called Salsa Caliente.
Ooh.
That's where I started dancing salsa for about a year and a half. I met this lovely lady. We wanted to be a salsa dance couple.
We actually met
I'm the
in
lovely
the same
lady.
weekend.
Yeah,
we did.
I met Alemana. We wanted to be a salsa dance couple. We tried. I don't want to say we failed miserably, but it was a challenge for us because we weren't really ready to build a salsa choreography, or at least at the level that we wanted to. So we saw what we built, and we were like, we don't want to put this out there. So then we were like, well, how are people gonna know who we are? And her best friend was like, yo, you guys dance bachata really well. Why don't you guys do a bachata show? And we were like, yeah, why not? Let's do it. You know what I'm saying? And we found the song Te Extraño, which at that point was like a really popular song, because they were just transitioning it from the traditional Te Extraño to the urban modern Te Extraño. We put the routine together with no expectations whatsoever, and that's all she wrote.
And then there was a YouTube video, and then
That's it.
Y ahí explotó.
100 million views later.
100 million.
We're here.
So it's funny because we posted that weekend. We posted a video of bachata, a bachata video, and a salsa social dance. And for the next 2 or 3 months, we only monitored the salsa social dance.
God.
Oh my
And
God.
we were watching the salsa social dance, kind of like it was all right. It was all
In the
right.
meantime,
And one day we were like, "How's the bachata one doing?" We were like, "Yo, it had like 60,000 views within a week or something." We were
Oh
like,
my gosh.
we were like, "What?
That's crazy.
What's this?"
Yeah.
And then we just
Really weird.
entertained it.
what really opened my eyes, and Alemana told us this at San Francisco, was that she said, oh, all we did was we just put some salsa patterns to a bachata song. That's how we really did.
I would
We
say
incorporated our training in salsa to put it into bachata.
Oh, 100%. I mean, that's
They're
what we
what-
knew. That's what we
Yeah.
knew. We were able to really just take, what we learned in salsa and build it into like the bachata structure. I will say this. There was one video that inspired us when it came to the footwork. We Googled bachata footwork, and this DVD came up. It was called Caribbean Bachata Volume, etc., from dancers in Curacao. And they were doing these bachata steps that like had this very salsa vibe, etc. And there was one specific individual that they didn't show his head, but era un flaquito, blanquito, but he had swing, and he did what people look as like the iconic Te Extraño step, the one with the little leg hop.
Right.
Yeah.
And we took a lot of steps from there, and that's where we kind of created the bachata shines, even though we were thinking like salsa shines. And that was an inspiration for us. That video was an inspiration when it comes to
Nice.
footwork.
Alemana, now that I've seen the size, I'm sure you've seen it. The first time you saw the reaction, seeing hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people at your workshop, like how was that? Like the first time you saw, it, I was like, oh my God, I made it. Was that the feeling? What did you feel at that time?
It's crazy because I actually had that on my vision board when George and I first started. I had like a bunch of different things that I wanted, and one of those things was like having a huge class. And when it happened, I think it happened in Croatia because we were told we had the biggest class, and at that moment it was like 670 people. And this was this was even in 2011, 2012.
Oh, wow.
Bachata at mostly a salsa event. And I looked at George, I'm like, my vision board came true. It was just, I couldn't believe it. I'm like, this is amazing.
And what was it? Were you nervous?
No, I don't think it was nerves. It was just like disbelief more than anything.
Right.
I mean, in the beginning we were nervous, I think, teaching, but after you get used to it and just having a bigger class, I don't think changed it for us. It was just like, wow, this is amazing. And then one time we had 2,500 people in a class in Spain, which
Yeah, that was
crazy.
in Madrid. I believe it was in Madrid where we beat that, and we had a 2,500 person
Oh, wow,
class, which
that's
was insane.
amazing.
How was that
That's
experience for you? Was that like a
amazing.
slap in the face? Like,
Nah.
like waking up like, oh my God.
I mean, yes, obviously you walk in and you hear the crowd, and then you walk in, you're like, this can't be real,
Feels
right?
like a concert.
And then you get on the stage and you just look around, and the first thing you question is like, are we even going to be able to teach a proper class with this size, with student base? And then we just took it for what it was. We were like, hey, it's a beautiful experience. We obviously pride ourselves on our teaching, so we were confident that we were going to be able to give them something good that they can all obtain, etc. And it was it was beautiful. It was intense to walk into it, and then afterwards we just embraced it.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Y ven acá, vamos a darle un poquito de rewind.
Okay.
We're going to rewind it past salsa, bachata, salsa caliente, baseball.
Okay.
How did that go for you, man? I know
Oh,
I know
man.
you played college baseball.
For sure.
And I'm sure you had an MLB dream because
I did.
every
Oh, yeah.
baseball player, pelotero en Puerto Rico tiene ese sueño de llegar a la Grandes Ligas. Dime, ¿cómo iba y qué pasó?
Yeah, so I mean, baseball was my first love. I started, my mom put a baseball bat in my hands when I was 5. I played everything all the way up to college. Went to a college on a baseball scholarship. That was my first love. And then my junior year of college, I just went to a club with one of my roommate. We were the only 2 Puerto Ricans on the team, so we were looking for something Latin. We went to a club. We saw these 2 girls dancing, and we were like, what is this? And it just so happened that one of the dancers was the owner of Salsa Caliente, Erica. Erica.
Oh, Erika.
And then we went there, and I started taking classes, and I caught the bug. But obviously through there, I kept, doing my baseball. I graduated. I had 2 walk-on tryout offers for the Tampa Bay Devil Rays and the White Sox, but I knew what that meant.
For minors?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So basically, I knew that my chances were slim because at that point, the talk was everyone was looking for either you have one tool, amazing, but not multiple tools. And I was a multiple tools guy.
Got it.
I hit with power, but I wasn't the strongest. I was quick. I was quick, but I wasn't fast. I was a great fielder, but I was a 5-tool player, and they weren't really looking for 5-tool players. They were looking for one tool, but amazing, right?
Right.
And that's where I realized where I was like, you know what, I want to keep baseball always as at a place of just fun and enjoyment and not deal with politics, which is what I was actually having to deal with for the last 2 years of my college experience. And then I just went full force with dance, but I still every once in a while go out to the batting cages, take some ground balls, and I still got it, bro. I still
Get
got
the
it.
practice in and
That's
everything.
better.
I still got it, bro. I still got it.
Te voy a hacer
All
una
right,
historia.
all right.
I'm going to tell you a story. So, a quick story. My oldest brother He went from Puerto Rico, and he played at UCF, walked on into UCF Central Florida, 1982.
Yeah.
Okay? He was 5'6", but he was partying too much, blah, 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 blah. So, you know. So kept playing softball for American Airlines, you know, doing all that. So he got pancreatic cancer.
Oh, no.
And in 2014, we went to see my son, and we went into a batting cage, right? 2014, he's about 49 years old. He's all morphined up. You know, he's in the last stages of his life. And me and my son were trying to hit baseballs in the batting cage. We had it at 60 miles an hour, man. I haven't seen a baseball in like 30 years. So I'm like, and then my brother went up there. The other one, he can't see shit. So he was hacking shit. You know, he could have hit the ball, whatever. You could give him a guitar, he could have hit it, right? And then my brother was like this, his head down. He looked up, and he said, and I quote, "Dame el cabrón bate ese acá." Y agarra el bate, loco. 20 pitches. Pa.
Wow.
Center field. Pa.
Wow.
Pa. Right field.
Yeah, yeah.
Pa. 20 in a row. They were all line drives.
lose it.
He gave me the bat. He gave it to my son. He said, "That's how you do it." He said, "Sentó otra vez." He shut down.
Oh,
He was
wow.
maybe about 110, 12 pounds at the time.
Wow.
Crazy. He passed away a few months later. But that, to me, was...
No,
when
it's
when baseball is like I carry it. You know what I mean? But I never got to play it because I'm blind in one eye, so I never was
For
good
sure.
at hitting the ball.
Oh.
So-
You know, I always tell people, like, you know, I do believe in, you know, like in the phrase where it's like riding a bike, right? Like
Yeah,
once
yeah.
you've ridden a bike
Yeah.
before, you just kind of like pick it up like that.
Yep.
That
Obviously
was
not-
me with soccer because I played professional soccer.
Oh, nice.
And after a few years, I went back to play, and it felt natural still. Like, "Oh, I can still pass the ball. I can
For
still
sure.
do this." Yeah,
Well, you know what's
Yeah.
crazy? At like 6-7 years after I graduated, I didn't touch a baseball, didn't touch a bat. I went to the batting cages. Actually, I went with Tanya, and I recorded myself hitting, and I recorded myself fielding, and I posted the video, and my coaches from college responded saying, "You look better now than you did in college."
Oh, mira.
And I hadn't been touching. I didn't do anything.
Wow. Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh no, yeah, he looks. He got the form. No, 100% he got the form. Mira eso. So it was interesting because that got me thinking. I was like, so he even said, he's like, whatever you've been doing for the past 6-7 years has helped you. And I was like, I've been dancing.
Stretching. He's
Yeah,
probably the
right.
most
And I
flexible he's ever
believe-
been.
I do believe that dance. I do believe
That's
that
funny.
dance has helped me a lot in my athleticism for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
You're definitely more flexible for sure because
Yeah,
you couldn't touch your toes.
Hey,
sure.
hey, there's
Whenever
nothing wrong
you're-
with that. Nothing wrong with that.
No, it's better.
I could touch my calves.
He touched his kneecaps when I met him,
I could touch my toes with a bounce.
and a little rip.
Alemana, I didn't ask you this before. What was your prior to dance?
Prior to dance,
What were you doing?
Well, I've technically been dancing all of my life since I was 6.
Train dancing?
But I
Ballet,
started
right?
college. No, like ballroom dancing.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Rumba.
Rumba.
Yeah, kind of like that. But yeah, I stopped when I moved to the States and didn't start salsa again until 2005. But I went to college for like a little bit. I was going to do psychology. And then I saw dancers dancing salsa, and I was like, yeah, I'm done with school. I'm going to do this for the rest of my life. Technically, when I was little, I wanted to be a professional dancer, and I kind of saw that, and I was like, oh, okay, this is what I'm doing. So I don't have any like amazing sports stories. I started the girls' weightlifting team at my high
Boom.
school.
Yeah,
There you go.
I was powerlifting at 14, but
What?
that's it.
I'm afraid of you now.
I used to bench 130, if you can believe that, at 14.
Nice.
She could pick you up.
I mean, not anymore. I can't do it now.
We could test the theory.
I can't do it now. Back then, when I was training.
Ooh, Lord, I ain't
So
gonna mess
where's
with you,
Island
though.
Touch going now? Like from when you started, the transition,
For sure.
the learning experience. Where is it going now?
Yeah, I think the unit right now, obviously with myself, Alemana, Tigre, and Bianca, you know, I think the direction of Island Touch has never changed. We're always like very, very driven into taking Island Touch and making it the biggest dance company that we possibly can. That's really
Yeah.
what we care about. We want to make it the biggest that we can. I think what we've adopted and added to our paths are more individual paths outside of dance. You know what I'm saying? I now work for a fashion company, which is something I've always really loved to do. So now I work with a company called Sebastian Cruz Couture, which is completely outside of dance. And I think it's beautiful. You know,
What are you doing for them?
so it's a mixture of things. Obviously, I run their Amazon fashion department, which
Okay.
is like a really hefty role to take right off the jump in a world that I'm learning. And then obviously on top of modeling, pictures, videos, representatives, hosting, spokesperson,
Chacho.
creative minds, etc.
20 hats
Yeah,
on top of all
right.
the other hats he wears.
You know,
Physically.
we're obviously planning on doing like a podcast as well.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of the stuff that we do for dance, I bring it into that. So that's a world that I enjoy. And I think that there's a big merge in regards to one, how we dress in dance. You dress good, you look good, you feel good, you dance good.
Represent.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I think obviously that's always really helped me out. So, and then obviously Alemana, El Tigre, Bianca, like it's just everyone has their individual things that we're now not accepting. We're just now putting a lot more focus on things a little bit more outside of dance. While the dance path continues, let's just add more stuff because you know we're not getting any younger. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was about
Yeah,
to
that's
say
what I'm
that, right?
saying, yeah,
Because of, you know, we've been doing this for so many years, right? And it gets tiring
For
of
sure.
being on a plane or traveling every weekend or
Sleeping in another hotel.
right.
So-
Sleeping in a bed that's not yours.
Burger,
and
fries.
Oh
everything.
my God.
You
living
know.
in a suitcase.
Yeah, this has obviously been one of the biggest challenges for Tanya is traveling. You know, I have a superpower, and the superpower is I can sleep standing up. Like you just wherever I'm at, I can sleep.
I hate
Unfortunately,
for it.
Tanya doesn't have that, and traveling can really stress her out.
And Tanya, outside of dance, what are you doing?
Good moment.
Just being a mommy?
Okay.
No.
The program.
Outside of dance, well, it's still part of dance, but I'm looking to expand a program that I'm starting called the Venus Goddess program,
Uh-huh.
which I'm currently doing virtually online. I'm doing dance classes, fitness classes, and we have a book club because I love to read, and I feel like we grow. The more knowledge we have, the more you can grow as a person.
Claro.
So
Definitely
I'm trying to create a nice women empowerment program that eventually is going to turn into an app and that is fully accessible all over the world 24/7, and I'm going to have experts on there in business, finance, dance, fitness, health, all kinds of other stuff, and then have an event. But that's going to take time,
Yeah.
but that's basically what I'm focusing on.
Poquito a poco.
Yeah, little by little, baby steps.
Oh, ¿verdad que ya habla español? Sí,
Claro.
Sí, eso.
Habla español,
Un poco.
alemán,
Un poco.
inglés.
Y habla como boricua, ¿no?
Parlez-vous français?
Oui, oui.
No,
Oui.
Ah,
ella,
de joie.
ella más dominicana que yo.
¿Qué?
I said that when you speak Spanish, you definitely sound way more Dominican.
Really? Only when I sing it.
Let me sing it. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Oye, entonces también you do fuego shoes.
So yeah, I've been working with Fuego for a long time now. Actually, you know, I've been blessed to meet. I met Kevin. Obviously, he's a dancer. He's in the dance community. I met him.
Kevin, last name?
Damn.
Ooh.
Oh, that's a good
Kevin
question.
Fuego.
Kevin Fuego.
Kevin Fuego.
Kevin Fuego.
Ahí está.
I think it's a challenging
Ahí
last
está.
name. So we met in the dance community. This is when Fuego was starting, and obviously years and years later, they've obviously innovated the model of the shoe, the mold, etc. So, you know, we've stuck around. And we're still working with them, and that's the company that I trust when it comes to dance sneakers and dance and dance footwear. So yeah, we're happily still working with them. They're built, they're growing, they're doing amazing things, new models, new this. So I'm really proud of them. I'm proud of them because I know that is not an easy market to be to be in.
And now it's kind
Now
of,
it's
a lot of people are
Yes.
doing.
Especially in the like if you do stuff maybe
Copying.
outside of the dance community, maybe depends, investors, etc. But
Biting.
you know, people can dance technically in any sneaker.
Anything, yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Adidas, Nike, whatever.
For
So,
sure.
you know, you really got to show them, you got to explain to them why dance sneakers are
Right.
important, you know, from a health perspective, from a benefit into your dancing. So that's why I put my name on Fuego, because I really
Nice.
believe in what they offer.
Okay.
Nice.
¿Qué más?
¿Qué más, Corwin? ¿Qué
I'm
tú tienes?
just- From this point on, after this event here, where's the next event for
Where
both
in
of
the
you guys?
world?
Where in
Next
the world
weekend
you
we're
try
going to Spain, Barcelona.
So we go to
It's down the street.
we go to
Yeah.
Barcelona together.
Together?
Yeah, we go
And
to
then
Barcelona
after
together.
that?
And we go to Phoenix with Eddie together.
It's down
So
the
this-
street.
So that's another thing too. Obviously, this year we've been really taking advantage of like hitting every single possible market. The team, Ataca Alemana, Alemana by herself,
Right,
Ataca by himself, Tigre by himself, because there's just so many events, and we want to be able to really hit every single market. Not to mention too, I think it's important, especially with Tanya's new program, that people really start to see her and her individual self. Same thing with me. Obviously, I'm doing Shine's routines, Shine's teams, etc. So that's why we've implemented on purpose certain events where she goes by herself, certain events where I go by myself, because we've always, I'm not saying that we don't want to live under the Ataca and Alemana umbrella, because we are so proud of that. but I do believe that we both want to showcase strengths that we have on, individually. You know what I'm saying?
Claro.
Tanya's a
Definitely,
beast.
no doubt about
I'm a
both of
beast.
y'all.
I think he's a beast, and that's why we were really adding a lot of that. So
Right.
there's a lot more events this year that we're doing at one as a team and two separate.
Yeah, I like that because now you cover more ground as well.
100%,
Right? So
100%.
That's very cool.
Yeah, because definitely Jorge was in Utah not too long ago, and we hopefully bring Tanya into Utah hopefully sometime.
Yeah.
very soon
And
as well.
How about you bring World Salsa Radio?
We're not-
For sure.
Yeah.
and that too, yes.
And I think we have to be also very mindful and sensitive to the aspect that pandemic. People are still very much affected from pandemic.
Sí, claro.
I think
Oh,
people are
yeah.
still recovering from that, and I think at one point it was like, hey, Ataca Alemana, this is our price, and I can't afford it, and then we just wouldn't go. But now there's an option. It's like, okay, well, you can bring her, you can bring me.
Right.
It's more affordable. You still have one of us.
Yeah.
Right.
And I think that's the goal. The goal is just like, okay, if you can't afford both of us, bring one of them.
Yeah.
Who's gonna add the most value to your event without any of us feeling a certain type of way? Because there are certain events that are definitely gonna be more follower based, styling
Correct.
based. Take Alemana. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Maybe one wants to do a little bit more something footwork, shines challenges, etc. Bring me. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, that's good. That's good
I
planning.
like it.
That,
Very
like
cool.
it, like it.
Me gusta dónde va esa carretera. Esa carretera, diferentes expresos y calle.
yeah, you got the fast lane, you got the shoulder.
Ah, sí, exacto. Tiene el HOV lane.
You
HOV
got
lane.
it. You got it.
Yeah.
Ay, Dios mío, pero qué placer tenerlos de verdad y verlos a
Thank you.
ustedes donde están ahora.
Muchas gracias.
And everywhere you've reached, man. I mean, I know we don't talk a lot, but we see you.
For sure.
You know, we see you. We see you. I
Y'all
see
are
you.
out.
I see her
Y'all
every
are out.
morning telling me good
Hey.
morning. And
Hey.
today we're gonna do this, and I'm gonna da and
Hey.
start this and start that because today, and she's like giving you pep talk, whatever.
I try.
Yeah,
I try.
exactly. Trying
Yeah,
to,
it was a pleasure having Tanya in my hometown in New Orleans. I was there not too long ago
Had a
doing
good
an
time.
event.
That's right.
and
Yeah.
During the Bayou Movimiento 10th
Yeah.
anniversary, I was one of the DJs and Tanya was there. And
Had a
with
good
my
time.
friends, it was a good time to have her there and back home. And and everybody saw what you were like, and you were exposed. And
Oh.
all the ladies loved
In a
you
good
know,
way.
in
I
a
was
good way,
exposed in a
yes.
good way.
He was exposed.
We gotta be
in a good
careful. This
way.
is only
I know.
online.
I know. He was exposed in a good way, and the ladies loved you being there
Ah.
and whatnot, have you. So,
Thank
of
you.
course,
Then
one
what
of the other queens of Bachata was there alongside her. With Georgette Acocer was there
Yeah,
as well.
she was
Yeah.
there. I
Beast,
got
beast.
to see Georgette again. That
yeah,
was
what I
dope.
like about it is, and you swipe up, and I swipe up for me, and boom, and there you are.
And there-
You know, either showing me your newest
algorithm
your
is
newest
perfect for
hat, or your newest suit,
It's-
or your newest pattern. So let's segue to that. Your hats, bro.
For sure.
Where did that come from? Because I didn't meet you with hats.
They've grown over time.
And now
in
you got hats,
size
and they get
and
bigger
You
and
got
quantity.
bigger hats,
They've gotten
mean-
bigger in size and quantity.
like
I would
almost
say-
sombreros like from Mexico or
So,
something like
I
that.
mean,
Oh my
I definitely gotta give.
Ranchero. Yeah.
I gotta give it up to so Juan Matos. For me, not only was one person that I consider to be an icon for me. It was him and Oliver Pineda, which were the two dancers that really got me into dance. Right, they were the ones that inspired me to dance. And then moving forward, Juan really just motivated me, inspired me in so many different avenues, and fashion was one of those. My love for fashion came through the dance community, and it was because of him, because of what he wore, and he got me into hats. So I'm wearing some hats, fedoras, and like Tanya was saying, we all started small, and the fedoras got wider and wider and wider and wider and wider, and now these fedoras are wide brim fedoras. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
now it's
man.
like we can't go back. Like I can't put on a normal fedora. Like
No,
it's
no,
It
weird.
looks weird.
It feels weird. So now, like, I've gotten wider and I can't go short. So I would say my passion definitely started by seeing how Juan was able to put them all into nice outfits, also showcasing how he could dance with them,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Even though I don't dance with them because obviously Bachata's a little bit more close, and I hate it when the girl gets just like
The amount of
not
bumps.
Tap, tap, tap.
and then obviously I'm bald. I lost my hair and I didn't need to buy gel and so I
Save
just
money, save money.
so I just felt like what, why not put an accessory on my head, and once I adopted the aspect of hats, it kind of just became a part of my identity.
Yeah.
I think,
How many hats do you have?
oh man, I got a lot, bro.
That's a
Definitely
lot.
I
over
would-
100.
Oh, yeah? I
Over
would-
100 for sure.
I would say
Is it like women's with shoes? I gotta have my own like room for my hats.
oh no,
All
I
display.
have that with
You
shoes
do?
as well.
Don't get Tanya started.
Bro,
I
te
have
estoy
more,
diciendo que
I have more shoes than Tanya. I
Yeah.
think maybe like 3
He's
times
got more everything than me.
Ataca is so cool, right? Because I'm looking at him, and I like fashion too, right?
Yeah.
I'm just a little older, so sometimes I'm like, tengo 50, ya no me puedo ver de 28, but you know, that type of thing, right? And I'll see him, he's the only one that can rock a 3-piece suit with Jordans.
Yeah.
and make it look good with a fucking big
With a
hat.
big hat.
Yeah, with a big ass hat, you know.
For sure.
And rocks that hat to the T with Jordans.
I
on,
will
man.
say that's always been like, you know, it's always kind of been my thing, right? Like, I feel like Ataca's always got to wear a hat. He's always wearing a suit, and he has some sneakers. You know what I'm saying? Because the sneakers just, it always kind of gave me that boss kind of like cash look, right? You know, and I always really like just love that style. But don't get me wrong, now that I work with Sebastian Cruz Couture, like loafers and man, I balance it out. I balance it out with all the different things. Huh?
You used to wear loafers before the
Oh
sneakers.
yeah, man. I was listen,
Oh yeah, he
Yeah,
used
the
to.
ones with the spikes on it.
I remember
Yeah.
Jorge used to wear those things too,
Yeah.
man.
I
Slipping
mean,
and sliding everywhere.
I mean, you know, rest in peace, Maurizio Vindoni. He was the creator for Grand Gala dance shoes
yeah.
in Italia, and he was the one creating all the Italian loafers that all of us wore. I mean, Adolfo,
amazing.
Juan, Michael, like
Microphones, yeah.
all the salseros were wearing.
So you
these
have do you have a JA on your shoe?
no.
No, you don't have that?
Nah.
Jorge Ataca.
No, I don't think I ever got to the initial. I got my logo. I think
Yeah.
I got my logo on one.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's where obviously my love for hats and fashion came from, and then again it just all kind of worked out perfectly. You know, you start to care about something unconsciously, and then you know little by little you find out that you're gonna end up working for a fashion company later on down the road.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, and it helps that you make it look good.
yeah,
You got to make
Yeah,
it look
you
good
gotta
for it
make
to
it
catch
look
their
good.
eye, bro.
If
I
it
mean,
didn't
that's
look
what
good,
it
and
is.
it'd be like,
That's the way it is.
You know, it's interesting because we always talked about this. Me, Tanya, Tigre, that we always talked about like things to do outside of dance, and it's like, what do we do that we would be as passionate with as dance? And now that I'm working with this company, I realize how much I really do love and care about, and am passionate about looking, feeling good, fashion, fabrics, combinations. Like, yeah, I got really fortunate with them. Really did.
Very good. Fitness.
Yeah, for sure. They got me working out.
oh
'cause
yeah,
I
now
gotta,
he's working.
You gotta look
out.
good.
I
on
gotta
the
look
suits.
good.
I gotta,
Yeah,
how you
he's
gonna
working
look-
out.
I gotta fit into these suits,
No,
bro.
first of all, this guy has never worked out a day in his life.
Whoa, hold on.
It's after baseball.
baseball.
After
Yeah,
baseball.
yeah.
Yeah.
After
The thing is,
baseball.
you gotta-
I was the
Wait,
one
wait, hold
busting my butt during COVID working out upstairs.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, no. And he's losing weight while I'm like sweating.
I
thing
remember one of the few times that we interacted on Facebook. He might not remember, but he taped himself running on a treadmill, and his goal
For like 2 seconds.
was his goal was to get under 8 minutes for
Yeah,
a mile.
yeah.
And then I posted my time for a 3-mile run was like 22 low. he's like, that's what I'm trying to get to.
For sure. Yeah, I think, you know, look, you know, because I did NJROTC in high school, and then I went and all that on top of baseball. So I was in the gym a lot, bro. Like I did 2 or 3 times a day. And after college, bro, I was just like, I don't want to see a gym.
Yeah.
I don't want to get me out of the gym. So is that, and then I also had an issue when I went to the gym. I was used to being in college, people telling me what to do. Like,
Yeah,
do
yeah.
that, this many reps, and then I didn't really have that afterwards. So that guidance, not having that guidance, just kind of like unmotivated me. But yes, I was fortunate, obviously, for the amount of years I worked out. I still maintained good size, and I just needed to eat well, and that's what I really focused
the
on.
most important
That's
thing.
what I
Most important
focused on.
thing, yeah.
That's
We
what I
get older.
focused on during pandemic, was eating well, which is why she
Stay
was
away from those.
seeing
the
me
pancake
lose weight.
house.
Pancake, the Waffle House, yeah.
So here I am 50, and my wife's daughter challenged me about 2 weeks ago. The first one to a 6:30 mile.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh damn!
I don't think I've ever ran a six.
And I haven't run in I got diabetes, you know, for a couple years, blah, blah, blah,
Oh,
blah. So
wow.
my running kind of got a little out of whack. And I go out for my first run, 7:30. And she's like, how? And I'm like, just give me about 3 months. I'll be at 6:30.
I'll be at 6:30.
I don't think
It's
I
like riding
ever
a
could do
bike,
that.
Papa.
That's right.
My heart won't let me.
So yeah, I mean that's where the fitness comes in, and obviously you know, now I'm back into the gym a little bit more because I gotta fit into these suits,
Tight ass
these
pants.
Italian
Tight
formal
ass.
Right,
suits.
don't
bro.
fit it.
No,
They're like-
You gotta
they're
grow
not-
that booty.
They call them pants, but they're actually leggings.
Yeah, it's Italian fabric,
Italian
fitted.
Leggings. You got leggings.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
You
That
got
is true,
leggings
though.
on.
And then when it's a suit, it's a leotard.
Looks good though.
Top to
Not
bottom,
gonna lie,
right?
you look
Todo
good in that
pegadito.
suit. Look at it.
Ay, Dios mío. Bueno,
Looks good.
mi gente, qué bueno tenerlo. Where can everybody find information on you guys? What websites, Instagram?
We've got a website, islandtouchdance.com. We've got online classes, islandtouchonline.com. Our Instagram, we have Ataca y la Alemana official on Instagram and on Facebook.
No
We got a-
unofficial?
There's no unofficial. If it says unofficial, it's not us.
Okay.
It's just the official. And Ataca official, La Alemana official, on
Tigre
Tigre
Official.
El Tigre Official.
Yeah.
I think, yeah. You get one of the accounts, you can get all the other
That's like
accounts.
15
Right.
accounts.
Yeah, we
if
got
you
a lot of
can't
accounts.
find them,
Oh,
Yeah,
for
then
sure.
I don't know what to tell you. You're doing it
Obviously,
wrong.
obviously YouTube.
If you can't find one,
Island
then
Touch
you
channel
got
on
issues.
YouTube.
For sure. I would say obviously we have a mastery program for anyone that's interested in taking their dance to the next level. Ataca Alemana Mastery. It's a very, very intense program. 2, they can check out our 2 events that we have: Chicago Salsa Bachata Festival, and then we have a new one here in Puerto Plata. It's called the ADN,
DR.
which is an amazing festival for everyone to check out. So they can get all the information for those events on our website. And then obviously from ourselves to you guys, we want to give a big, big shout out to obviously you guys, WorldSalsaRadio.com for
Gracias,
having
papá.
us. We appreciate you guys very, very much.
Gracias, mi gente.
Gracias.
Un abrazo a los dos, los quiero mucho. Gracias por tener.
Hey,
Before
real
you
quick
guys
before
go.
you guys go, hey,
Uh-oh.
question for you. The song by Kuhn Cosmos featuring you two, are you
Uh-huh.
guys singing or just...
No, we're singing.
Y'all
Oh, yeah.
singing?
That's
Yeah,
us.
so basically the way that happened was
gonna
we
play
El Tigre.
We have a whole album, guys.
Yeah, El Tigre.
What?
Wait, what?
Yes,
you don't
didn't
know?
know that?
We
We're
didn't
pro
know.
extra. That's why I said I sound Dominican when I'm singing.
Yeah.
I wasn't joking. Like,
So-
Oh my
we did a
gosh,
whole
we didn't know.
concert.
I thought it was in the shower.
know.
Yeah, we
Do
did
you
it.
not
We
know
did a
your
concert.
guests?
I thought you sounded in the shower like a
No,
Dominican.
I do have a concert in the
So
shower.
we ironically we were in Italy. We were in Italy with Kelwin. Kelwin was like, "Hey, I
Alright.
got this song. Would you guys want to feature in it?" And we were in Kelwin's room singing. So those are our voices.
He's got it.
Yeah.
And then
Yes.
what happened was during pandemic, a lot of videos were getting kicked off online because of the rights. You know.
Right.
Yeah, right,
So
right, right.
we had this crazy idea where we were like, well, let's go to the Dominican Republic. Let's record an EP with Grupo Extra, and it's called It's Bachata Time.
Okay.
So it's Grupo Extra, El Tigre, y Ataca Alemana. And those are our voices. The female voice in all those songs
That's
is La Alemana.
oh
La
my
Dominicana, la
God.
Dominicana.
Yeah.
La Dominicana.
No es alemana, la
La
dominicana.
alemana.
And
La
then-
alemana dominicana.
And then me and Tigre obviously kind of go back and forth with rapping and singing
Right.
together. And then we actually, at our festival in Chicago, we did the first time we did it live. So if someone
you can
goes
find that on YouTube.
yeah, they go to YouTube, it's Bachata Time, Grupo Extra, Island Touch, they can see us live.
I get it, but
amazing.
you know, we're trying to say bye, and then they talk, and then it's like boom, boom, boom. But I forgot, you're an actor too. Weren't you in a
did.
movie?
I did.
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
So it's called Shine. It was shot in 2018. You can find it on Amazon, all over the place. Directed by Tony Nardillo. He
Yep.
is a dancer
From
within the
Washington,
dance
DC,
space as
yes.
well.
I met him. I
yeah,
met him
yeah.
in Dubai.
Oh, wow.
So
Yeah,
it
I
was-
met him.
it was
I've known
an-
him for a long time too.
It was an amazing experience. Obviously, if you want to look for it, just put in Shine 2018 on Amazon. You can find it. We had people like David Zayas, who played Dexter, Gotham. He was in Dexter and Gotham.
Right.
We had a couple actors in there, well known.
Giancarlo? No, that wasn't over.
Jay Catalano was on there.
Jay
That's right.
Catalano.
Jay Catalano from the dance scene was there. Obviously, Gilbert Saldivar, Kimberly Rivera, Jari Collado. We had Kimberly, who used to dance with Juan Matos. She was an old partner of Juan Matos.
Kimberly Rivera.
Kimberly Flores.
Flores.
So Kimberly Flores. Obviously, he's running around here. Jay Doza. Antonio Doza was in there. Nelson Flores, his son.
Grisel Ponce was
Nelson
in there
Flores'
as
son was in
well.
there.
Grisel was in
Grisel,
there.
Angela
Toda la
Cruz.
familia.
Y Nelson Gonzalez from Típica 73 and all
You
that
got
was
it,
in
you
there
got
as
it.
well. So.
Yeah, so
Yeah, good people.
it was a lot of the dance community. Shout out to Charlie, to Charlie, because he was our choreographer for the
Did a
movie.
great job.
So shout out to you, Charlie and Grisel. They were our choreographers for the.
Very
Nice.
cool.
How do
man.
we pass the acting?
Yeah, right.
I model.
No, yeah, there's still some things I want to do, but we did the singing. We did the. I'm doing the modeling now. I
You
did
acted?
the acting.
You dance.
Did the
We
dancing.
dance.
I call you J-Lo now.
Hey.
You just don't have that 42-inch butt.
Ah.
You're working
I
on
can
it.
get it.
working on it.
You're
You're
working
working
on
it.
it.
I can get it.
You're working on
You
it.
can purchase it. You can purchase
This
it.
time.
You
Go
can
to
purchase that
Colombia.
stuff
That's
now.
right. You can
You
go
go
to
to
Colombia and put it in.
Kardashian.com.
Come back with a cement butt.
KimKardashian.com.
Cement.
She says cement, but
For sure.
Yeah, listen, they do some crazy stuff.
Nah, it's been a fun journey. We still got a lot of things more that
Oh,
we want to
man.
accomplish as a squad. So yeah.
So
Man,
the
yeah.
saga continues and the journey continues.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Congratulations.
sir. Thank you so
Definitely.
much.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Muchas felicidades.
Yeah,
Muchas
y que venga
gracias.
más. Tú sabes.
Muchísimas gracias a ustedes por tenernos.
No,
Thank you
man,
for
placer.
having us. Again, worldsalsaradio.com. We appreciate you.
Qué bien, qué bien. Bueno, vamos a tocar una...
La canción.
Corey, go ahead, play that
Without
song.
further ado, to close out this interview with our lovely, lovely people, Jorge Ataca Burgos, y Tanya La Alemana, we're going to play a song by Kevin Cosmos featuring them called Calma here on World Salsa Radio. Punto. Y para los gringos dicen .com. Y eso es así.
Cuatro abrazos y un café. Apenas me desperté y al mirarte recordé que ya todo lo encontré en tu mano, en mi mano. De todo escapamos juntos, ver el sol caer. Vamos pa' la playa, pa' curarte